Walter, we're returning to Grand Summoners JP, Walter. And that was my best Mike Ehrmantraut from Breaking Bad impression I could ever do. But yeah, I am finally recording a video on Grand Summoners JP. I've actually been playing this ever since I returned to Grand Summoners, or returned to making videos. And there's been a lot of interesting stuff that's been added. First off, a new crossover, Dawnfall, Black Rock Shooters, something like that. Also, look at what they added to the side stories. They added all the Phantom Sniper, the whole Phantom Sniper saga. Yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of crystals once I'm done with this. And there's also, there's the Summer Leon, Summer Juno are here too. And let me go into Discord real quick. I actually want to show you guys this stuff. If I just go into Japanese news, this is crazy. This is actually crazy. So as you can tell, Summer Juno and Summer Leon came back to JP, but they actually got buffs. So what Summer Juno does for her arts, she does 20,000 water damage, and her buff on her arts was that she reduces enemies' water resistance by 30% instead of 20%. So that's gonna be a bit more damage. But her true arts, that's where we saw the most improvement. So her modifier went from 65,000 to 75,000% water damage. She increases all allies' magic damage by 40% instead of 30%, and also increases all water allies' damage by 40%, which is also stackable. She's gonna be buffing your team like crazy. If you have a magic damage dealer or a water ally like Vox, they'll be good. Maybe even like someone like, what's her name? Maybe Celia Rosetta? No, Rosetta is not really a big damage dealer. Oh, Veronica. That's who I was thinking about. She's a magic damage dealer, and she also is a water unit. Now, Summer Leon, her buffs, for her arts, when she increases allies' next true arts damage, it's not by 100% anymore. It's 200% instead. So that's actually kind of crazy. Her true arts, I think her true arts got even more of an improvement than Summer Juno. Instead of doing 35,000% damage, she does 58,000% earth damage. That's 23% or 23,000% more damage than she does in global right now. So crazy. She also increases all allies our stage by 20, and for 20 seconds instead of 15 seconds, she increases all allies critical rate by 100% and earth allies are by 3 per second. Her arch gen also got changed. It's in an unknown. Right now, it's not known what that Arshin group is, but it's no longer Type B, which is actually very good. I think that means you could actually stack with Fen, or I don't know if Fen was Type B. I don't know. I just know that as long as you're not Type B, you'll be able to stack with a lot more Arshiners. So that's good. That's good. Her passive got buffed when her HP is above 70% instead of 90%. She increases own equip CT by 20%. So now, knowing all of that and how crazy Summer Leon and Summer Juno are now, at least for like their mono teams. Summer Juno, she's a bit more usable. She's not as mono oriented as Summer Leon. She's mainly just a damage dealer, Summer Juno is. And now that they're actually insane, Summer Juno is 75,000% damage. Insane. Yeah, I think it's only fair that I do one and done. So let's see. Now I really need to be saving my crystals for a tank because I just need a better tank right now, but it looks like nothing's happening. Let's see, Ganon, are you coming in? Nope. Seems like I'm getting my guaranteed 5-star though, so I'm gonna just skip. Yeah, that's a rip, but it don't matter. If you really like Summer Juno or Summer Leon and you don't have them yet, I'd suggest you start saving them now because who knows when these are coming back. These guys just come back like randomly, or these girls come back randomly. Let me get a rainbow gem. Nice. So yeah, some crazy buffs for Summer Juno and Summer Leon. I really need to farm this event too. I haven't even started it. Oh yeah, bro, I need to talk about this new crossover. It's kind of crazy. Alright, you're probably wondering what I'm doing on Wikipedia, but I just wanted to kind of get a bit of background on this Black Rock Shooter crossover and actually see what it's about. So it's a Japanese media franchise. So it has games, it has manga. It started off with an anime, it seemed, a 50-minute original video, an OVA. After that was released, it seemed that an actual anime was released in February and March of 2012. And now a new anime came out for it called Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall, which aired from April to June 2022. So yeah, that's a little bit of history behind it. Dang. When it was first created, I was like 5 or 6 years old. So the plot, I'm not gonna get too into it, so I'm gonna just read the first like 2 sentences. While each piece of media takes place in its own universe, they each focus around the Black Rock Shooter, a mysterious black-haired girl who possesses a burning blue eye and a powerful cannon that can shoot rapid shots at high speed. And there are other characters that also appear in more than one form of the media. But it seems that like in each universe, or like in each of its animes and each of its mangas and games, there's always the Black Rock Shooter, the mysterious black-haired girl. But like the storyline and like stuff like that is probably different in each of them. That's at least what it seems to say. I'm actually not a huge fan of like cyberpunk anime, manga, stuff like that. I mean, I like Gurren Lagann, but that's about it for me. Actually, Gurren Lagann and Code Geass, those are the only 2 mecha anime I really vibe with. But yeah, I also have some tickets. You know what? I will do another summon, another one and done, because I saw these characters' modifiers and they're actually crazy. And I also used the crossover tickets. But before that, I actually want to learn what they do. So yeah, let's go check out what they do. Oh yeah, in the first side story, a new support was added, or a new support equip. And it's actually kind of crazy for if you're just starting out, and even if you're not just starting out, it's honestly pretty good. What it does is for 10 seconds, it increases all allies' arts by 3 per second, and increases allies' heal recovery amount by 15%. And its CT is 40 seconds, but still, this is a very good equip. And yeah, I don't know when it's coming out for global, but definitely not gonna be a bad support equip. It just has a bit of a long cooldown, that's all. So the first one that we're seeing is the actual Black Rock Shooter, the Empress. That's what she's called. She's a water and a machine. She has a 5-star physical, 5-star defense, and 4-star support slot. Her skill for 8 seconds increases own attack by 20%. Her arts, that does 20,000% water damage, and for 60 seconds she reduces enemies' physical and water resistance by 10%, and that's also stackable. So if you just keep spamming her art, you're gonna be able to stack a few times actually, because the duration her arts lasts is pretty long. And also you could use water resistance equips to lower water resistance even more. But her true arts, she does 78,000% water damage, and for 15 seconds she reduces enemies' critical resistance by 100%, and for 7 seconds she increases allies' arts by 2 times the percent of water allies in the party. And her arts gen is type E. So her arts, it's not super crazy, but it's definitely not bad. She definitely works well with her arts for herself and for the team. But her true arts, it's insane. 78k water damage, built different. But she reduces enemies' critical resistance by 100%. So if you run this girl with Vox, you're gonna see a big damage. At least I think. I'm not really sure how critical resistance works, or lowering critical resistance works. But I assume if you have if you're doing crits, then you're gonna be doing a lot more damage. So 7 seconds. Even without any water allies in the party, I'm pretty sure you should be getting 2 arts for the entire team. So 7 times 2 is 14 arts. So that's not bad, but it gets even better once you actually have water allies. If your whole team is made up of water units, if you have 3 other water allies, 3 times 2 is 6, and 7 times 2, 42. Quick math, I know. Yeah, you'll be getting 42 arts gen in 7 seconds. Unless I'm getting my math wrong, then I'm just stupid, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So that's a lot of arts. And what makes this even more insane, as if it wasn't even insane enough, is that her arch gen is type E, so she gets stacked with a lot of units. Her passives, Star of Hope. If over 80% HP, she increases her own arts by 3 per second, and one when unaffected by status ailments, she also increases her arts by 3 per second. Her other passives increases machine ally stats by 10% and increases damage to fire enemies by 15%. So yeah, she's gonna have 6 arts gen per second if you meet these standards or whatever you would call them. So yeah, 6 arts per second just from passives. So yeah, that's the Black Rock Shooter, the Empress. Oh my gosh, this next one. The Dead Master. She's an Earth unit, also a machine. Her slots, 5-star physical, 5-star magic, 4-star support. Her skill increases own arts by 30. Her arts does 25,000% earth damage, and for 15 seconds reduces enemies earth resistance by 35%. So already very good. But her true arts, she does 115,000% damage. Oh my gosh. She also reduces enemies evasion by 50% and increases own accuracy by 50% during true arts. Her damage modifier, wow, bigger than Simon's, bigger than Saitama's. If only her 4-star support was a 5-star support, she'd be a lot better for nuking, but she's already pretty crazy. Just her damage alone can take out a lot of units, or a lot of bosses. Her passives, her first one, Madman. If HP is above 80%, she ignores enemies' defense by 100%. So already a crazy passive. She increases own paralysis resistance by 80%, and when her own HP is above 90%, she increases own attack by 30%. Dead Master. She does a lot of damage. She has some decent slots for it too. She's also very good. Okay, for the last unit of this crossover, we have Strength. He's a fire unit. We don't know what his race is, but his slots are all physicals. That could be good or bad. Probably, honestly, leaning more towards the bad side. I guess it just depends what he does. So, his skill, for 10 seconds, reduces enemies' break resistance by 30%. His arts permanently increases allies' break power by 20%, and max is 100%. His true arts does 65,000% fire damage, and for 20 seconds increases all allies' arts damage and damage to enemies in break by 130%. Oh yeah, I should have been mentioning his break too. His break power on each of his things. So his skill does 1,000 break, his arts does 4,000 break, and his true arts does 8,000 break. Passives: You're Weak. It increases damage to enemies in break by 200%, and when own HP is 90%, increases own arts by 3 per second, and when HP is also over 90%, increases own skill CT by 30%, or the cooldown by 30%. It's very clear what the Strength guy wants to be. He's obviously a breaker, and he seems like a very good one at that. I do kind of wish his slots were more like Platina's, where he had a 5-star defense, 4-star support, or something like that, but you get what you get, I guess. If you run a decent team with him, decent team, you'd be able to break pretty fast, I feel like. His arts permanently increases allies' break power. I'm pretty sure that's very good, and reduces enemies' break resistance by 30%. That's insane too. And obviously, once you actually break an enemy, he's gonna be doing a lot of damage from his passive and from his true arts. Lot of damage. The weakest one out of all of this, he's a breaker, so yeah. He's still pretty good though, I'd say. You just have to be able to run a decent team with him. But yeah, that's each of the crossover units from this crossover. So there's Strength, there's Dead Master, and there's Empress. Now, as crazy as the units were, I think the actual event is also very good. So when you're farming the event or whatever, you're able to get 5 different crests. The first one, physical damage up 5%, and when own HP is over 90%, increases own attack by 500. Seems like it'd be very good on attacker and nuking. A very good crest for like someone like Vox, even the Emperor. I feel like I might have to get this crest on my Emperor. It's very good. But yeah, I haven't really seen any recent crossovers with some crests that come with it. The only one I've actually been through that had some crests with the event was Mushoku Tensei. So yeah, that's the only one I've seen so far. But the first crest is actually very good. So I need to get to farming the event and stuff for sure. But seeing how insane these guys are, I'm also gonna do a one and done on this crossover. So here we go. I'm obviously looking for the Empress mainly. But Deadmaster, the green one, wouldn't be bad. Right now, it does seem like I'm getting shafted. So Ganon, please, please, come on. I think I might actually get one of the units. I don't know who's all on this banner. I'm pretty sure it's only crossover units. So no, my man Eden. You know what? I'm not even disappointed. This crossover is like with has to do with machines and mecha stuff. So I guess it's a win-win situation. I got Eden. You know what? I'll take Eden. Why not? Why not? He's a good little machine. Oh, I was so hyped over Ganon, and I got the man Eden. Yeah, that's pretty much everything new to JP at the moment. It's not very new. It's just that I haven't really seen what's been going on. I haven't even looked into the crossover or anything until now. So yeah, new side stories, some very good crossover units with this crossover, and a decent event too. I actually, I didn't really go over the equips because I don't really want to. I'll leave that for global when hopefully this crossover comes to global. A good crossover, but I feel like it's a very obscure anime. It's just a very obscure crossover. Like, it's very random, it seems like. Let me get my rainbow gem, please and thank you. Building up the rainbow gems. I'm no longer summoning until there's a Knights of Blood banner, or until there's a banner with Thetis or Geralt or something like that. The mines are also here for a few more days, so I guess next video I'll be playing trying the JP mines. It probably won't go well because my only tank is literally Salia, and she's booty, if I'm being honest. Draw is just way better than Salia. I wish I had him. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Summer Juno and Summer Leon got buffed, and new crossover is honestly pretty good, even though it's very, very obscure, and I feel like only 2 people actually knew about this, like anime or whatever. So yeah, see you in the next video. Have a good one, and peace. A little bonus clip here at the end of the video. I completely forgot to do my ticket summons, so here I go. I'm really hoping I'm actually able to get something. Even a 5-star would be decent enough for me. So please, at least a 5-star. Come on, man. No. Well, that's tragic. Let's see how much one ticket can get me. If I got the Empress, that'd be kind of insane. And doesn't seem like anything. No. Yeah, I completely forgot about the tickets, so there you go. Anyways, peace out.